Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the November 12th, the Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. And more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, well, we've got you covered there too. You can always send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And of course, in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thirsty Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, we got all the indices trading lower, the Dow down 340. We're going to really concentrate on the Dow because I believe that's where our best signals will come from. But we're certainly going to take a look at the other markets out there. And there's some new profiles that are attempting to form. So that's going to be helpful in understanding today, tomorrow's price movements out here. The Dow's off 38, the NASDAQ 155, the Russell 27, semis down 25, New York Stock Exchange off 172. Everything about a 1% to the downside or more, except for the NASDAQ 100, only off about 0.5%. Lead the charge dollar-wise to the upside. You've got Pin Duo. It's up $23. Mercado Libre 13. Zoom 13. Repligen up. That's Regenerant, but it's now called Repligen. Okay, it is up nearly $12. To the downside, Chipotle's off $34. Amazon's down 32, Booking Holdings 26, CMC Materials off 21, and Shopify down 16 buckaroonies. But we're going to start by taking a look at the Dow. We want to really analyze the Dow. So to do that, I'll just begin by what's going on inside of the Dow. Then you'll see it's really inside the Dow, inside the S&P, inside the NASDAQ 100. Three very clear patterns, in my opinion, three very clear patterns. Very easy. You don't need to even be a technician to see these. And these are the consolidation. Those are the yellow rectangular lines that you see out here. Now, the cool thing about a consolidation is it sets up a measured move once that consolidation is broken through. A measured move is equal to or greater than the consolidating pattern. So, for example, inside the Dow, as an example, the measured move runs from about 29,190 down to about 26,130. So that's quite a movement out there. Yeah. And that says, in fact, if the Dow is breaking out of its consolidation pattern, it gives us a measured move price projection of 32,190. Doesn't tell us when it will get there, but just gives us that. Now, you've got the Dow that broke through its consolidation, whereas in the S&P and the NASDAQ, it did not. Inside the Russell 2000, there is no consolidation going on. There's just simply a sell the D point pattern. That sell the D point pattern inside the Russell 2000. Well, today it actually could be confirmed out there with the bearish reversal signal. It was, if we take a look at the equity futures contracts, I'll just flip over to those. You'll see the exact same patterns that are in play out here. Now, I'd mentioned that there were some new profiles that we're attempting to form. You won't see those on this screen out here because I'm using Stevie's advanced Doppler tool. And we'll get back to that in a moment. So the importance here is the question of, has the Dow broken out of the consolidation? Right now we can see the Dow has snuck itself back inside there. So where today's close is should be important. Now, as price is moving lower out here, what we need to do is go to our shorter term time frame charts and try to understand, is the Dow trying to form a bottom while price is back at a potential level of support, old resistance, perhaps becoming support. By the way, if it's not a breakout as consolidation, price could run all the way back down to the bottom of those levels. So it's really important for us to try to figure this out, get this right out here. Now, I had mentioned during the 1 p.m. update that when price is pulling back, so the first pullback this morning, what I was trying to identify was where was price finding support. And my focus, was really on all 4 equity future contracts, but really was really more so on the Dow, because we knew, or I knew, subscribers knew, that we were taking a look at this consolidation pattern. We talked about this. I wasn't here yesterday, but we spoke about it on Tuesday. And so as price was pulling back, that first pullback into the 8, 9 o'clock hour, 10 o'clock hour, price was really testing its TD9 breakout area for its 2-hour time frame. So this is the Dow equity future contract. Right now we're seeing, in this bar here, will complete at 2 p.m. So a key level of support is being tested, 29,010. If we pull this chart back, so we pull the covers back, and you'll see how this typically works. When you close below a breakout level, such as back here, back around September the 2nd, the breakout level was 28,606. Once you break through one, you typically go down to the next. It's only when you start breaking through TD9 resistance levels where you start to see a change in trend, or a confirmed change in trend to the upside. Otherwise, those typically will act as resistance. So right now we're seeing that level get tagged 29,010. Now, at the same time that is going on, we are seeing price on a 30-minute time frame pushing lower with less relative energy. Now, just because this pattern is present does not mean that a bottom will form. If a bottom is going to form, we're going to see some type of bullish reversal candle. Now, we can also see that on a 30-minute time frame, we are in wave number 7. That is letter G that is on my screen. So there's 2 potential bottoming signals as price is pulling back to a breakout area. Take a look at that wide-ranging bar from Monday. That was the release of the Pfizer vaccine PR statement, right? Because we don't have any of the details. We have some summarized details, but we don't really have the details out there. So very much possible that we could see a bottom form, which you're going to pay attention to. And on a 30-minute time frame, you're going to pay attention, look for some type of bullish reversal candle. If we get that, you'd expect and anticipate a bounce up to at least the 29,060-ish type area out there, but maybe something more than that, because key levels of support are being tested inside of the Dow. Now, we have more. That's a beautiful thing out here. When I say we have more, we have new profiles that are attempting to form. So let's go take a look at those as soon as I can minimize this screen out here. Okay, so we got that piece of it done. Now I got to find my cursor. What the Sam heck is going on here? I'm telling you, we get to this hour here, and I swear it's the NSA. These guys sit around here. They check out this computer, and they just try to make it hard for us. Why would they do that? Okay, let's go back to the daily profiles out here, daily and weekly. So what you're looking at out here now, wow, this profile just shifted within the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Wow. Okay, so what are we looking at? So you're looking at the blue horizontal lines. They're sort of small because they're just forming. We're going to a hard break. What I'll do here is I'll probably turn off price on each of these charts. You'll be able to see those profile levels. Remember, they are attempting to form. We won't have confirmation until this evening, but at 114, we still know where buyers and sellers are. We know where they believe is fair value with inside that top and bottom of that profile out there. So we'll take a look at those numbers as soon as we get back from this break.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got great information, new information to use. Again, these are the new daily profiles that are forming. So we're looking at the ES Mini. That's on the left. Next to that is the NQ, then the Dow, and then to the very right is the Russell 2000. You'll see these little horizontal lines out there. You're looking at the ones closest to the right edge of price. Those are the new profiles that, again, are attempting to form. We'll know, or we should know, by about 6:30 this evening whether or not they have taken hold. Regardless of whether they take hold or not, what we do know is that as of 1:18, these are valid. They will continue to shift as market conditions change. As I mentioned, the Dow Equity Futures contract had a big shift in the last 15 minutes or so. Let's begin by taking a look at the ES Mini. So brand new bullish structured daily profile is attempting to form. Support here would be 34.84, resistance 35.94. It's bullish in structure, so any price moves above 35.21 and we're trading right now at 35.23, by the way, can get us up into the top of that profile, 35.94. Likewise, a close below 34.84 would suggest a change in trend on the ES Mini for its daily time frame. The NASDAQ also has, now the NASDAQ profile actually has taken hold. This began forming yesterday. This is also a bullish structured profile. Price right now is trading out at 11,820. At 11,822 is the center of the box. So price right now is sitting at the fair value level with inside the range of 11,675 to 12,262. You can't see price, but if you look in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the price and the change inside the four equity futures contracts levels. In fact, you'll even see the limit down levels for the for the afternoon out here. If we take a look at so a bullish structured profile, if price closes below 11,675.50, that would be indicating a change in trend for its daily time frame. As we look at the Dow now, this is a wide-ranging, currently, it is a wide-ranging profile. The Dow Equity Future contract is trading out at 28,954. The center of this bearish structured, so whereas it's bullish structured for the ES and the NQ, it's bearish structured for both the Dow and the Russell 2000. Now, that would be it's really important. So let's say that these profiles do take hold, which we don't know. But let's just say that they do. If the Dow Equity Future contract was a close of about 29,680, remember our earlier conversation about the consolidation pattern? Nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. That would be a real good indication to us that the consolidation measured move is actually in place out here. If not, and we see a nice close below 29,042, which we are at below, and this profile takes hold, the Dow could push its way down to 27,445. Now, that's a fairly big move. It's a couple thousand-point move or 1,500-point move. Basically 1,600 points from where we're trading right now. But that still would not until price would close below that would it give us a change in trend signal. Russell 2000, also a very wide-ranging profile out here. Bearish in structure. Again, we don't know if this will take hold or not. Center is at 1707. Price is trading right now at 1700. So again, when you close below the bottom of a bearish structured profile, typically sellers have the ability to push price all the way down to support, which in this case would be the bottom of the box. And the opposite is true. So we've got a very interesting markets out there. But these are the numbers: 1761 for resistance and 1573 for support inside the Russell 2000. So now we go back and we take a look at the chart itself with price on here. You'll get a feel. Now, you'll see some descending trend lines, each of which were busted through, with the exception of the NASDAQ out there. The NASDAQ busted through it, but it closed below it. So it never gave us that signal of a potential change in trend or a move up to 12,262, the top of that profile. So there is that resistance at that descending trend line that the NQ would have to deal with. When you do break through those trend lines, and this is what we don't know, sometimes to prove that it's a real break, price will pull back in and will test that. So that could be in place out here. But again, in the ES mini, I believe that 3484 number is the real key level, at least it is, as of 1:22 in the afternoon. And a close below that, and I'm not saying price will close below it. I'm saying if price does close below that, that would be our change in trend signal. And again, in the NQ, it's 11,675. Inside the Dow, it'd be 27,445. The Russell 2000, 1573 out there. Okay, so we've got that going on inside the markets. That's pretty much it that I need to review for you. Just kidding. I wasn't here yesterday, so there were some emails that had come in. By the way, tomorrow I'll be recording the show between 8 and 8:30. So please join me live for that. Then the 8:30 to 9 will be the segment that Tommy always does out there. So that'll be tomorrow's show. And also I'm doing a workshop this evening. It's a free workshop for the folks over at Ninja Trader. That's the white background software that I use. It's an overview of these tools. If you'd like to attend, it begins at 4:15. Just go to the Ninja Trader ecosystem, ECO system. Ninja Trader ecosystem. You'll get to their website, and then over on the very right-hand side, you'll see a bar that says webinars. If you click on that webinars bar, you'll see upcoming free webinars. It's the first one, Discover the Tools, Use, and just go ahead and click on that. Even if you can't attend live, go ahead and sign up for it, and they'll send you a link with an archive, and you can watch that there. So that's this afternoon from 4:15 to about 5 o'clock or so out there. Okay, so that takes care of those administrative details. I know. As long as we're here, before I go to a couple of the instruments that came in, let's go take a look at what's going on market breadth-wise for the S&P and for the NASDAQ. So we land here on the S&P 500. These are the speed dials. You look in the upper right-hand corner. And what we're looking for, if there's changes in trend, you see them happen on the short-term time frames first. And that would mean that you'd see these speed dials trading in the red zone out there. Now, not to be confused with the NFL or the NCAA red zone. This is the TAS market profile red zone. And when you get into the red area, it tells you you've got a bearish crossover. It tells us that there are more instruments trading below the bottom of a profile for that time frame. In this case here, the 60 and the 240 versus those trading above the top of the profile. So therefore, its market breadth would be bearish in nature. So you've got that in the short-term time frames for the S&P and for the for 60 and 240. And we have that exact same scenario for the NASDAQ 100. So maybe we'll come back to those short-term time frame charts, but I wanted to take a look at the market breadth, see if the market breadth was supporting what it is that we are looking at out here. Okay, and at least for those time frames, it does. So let's get to our first question that came in. The first question, this first question came in this morning at about 5:45, and this is from Dwayne. And Dwayne wants to take a look at ticker symbol PLTR. That is a Plantier Tech. This is a recent IPO. So your question is, you say you bought a double position, sold half at a 70% profit, was planning on holding the remainder into the future, but also feel I should sell in Indians. I don't see anything on the chart telling me to sell. With regard to the chart, there's not going to be a whole lot in the charts anyways. There's just such a lack of data out here. I don't know what I can provide to you. These IPOs, you need to get some data. Look, there's a TAS market profile. It's well below price. That's not really helping you either. Real quickly out here, is there anything? You're going to be in day 6 of a TD9 count. If there's going to be a top using that pattern, it would happen over the course of the next about 4 trading sessions. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by thinkorswim. For more information, just click the thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So I don't want to leave Dwayne hanging here. Dwayne, the bathtub, I'm drowning. I love it. That's very cute. So, Dwayne, when we take instruments that trade, between 9:30 and 4, so we have 6.5 hours. It's 390 minutes. I like to look at evenly timed bars. So if you just simply go ahead and take that 390 minutes divided by 2, you'll get to a 195-minute bar. So this is the 195-minute chart that we're taking a look at. What you see here is that this actually made a Rhodes momentum indicator top. This was during the last 195-minute session, and you've got wave number 7, so it's both confirming tops. Price right now is taken on Stevie's green line. This is suggesting that price will pull back to 1269 or 1044. That's coming from that time frame chart. You can also divide and come up with a 130-minute time frame, so we get equal increments here. Here you've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. That's already been confirmed, as well as wave number 7. And this is suggesting a pull back to 1282, 1196, 1153, and then finally 1067 would be its breakout level. You can also divide and get to the 65-minute group. Well, here you can see also a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price trading right now below the bottom of its profile at 1467 for the 65-minute time frame. This is suggesting a pullback to 1010. And then finally, the half-hour time frame chart. Bearish engulfing, Rhodes momentum indicator, key reversal top out there. This is suggesting a pullback to 1180. So it's just the short-term time frames that we can use for this instrument because we don't have enough data on the daily or the weekly. I'm telling you, folks, we are going to overcome that NSA group out there that tries to shut us down. Gee whiz. I put in Rose. That's not what you wanted. That was actually Rose. So you can see, here we go again. Stevie cannot walk and chew gum. Good thing I don't chew gum. I just swallow it. Don't you? Anyway, as a kid, I used to swallow gum. And then, they always told me that, a tree would start forming. What? In any event out here, don't swallow gum, kids, if you're listening to me. That was when I was just a kid. But this Rose in New Orleans wants to take a look at Frog, which is JFrog Limited. So here we've got limited data too. The data that we do have, you are looking, where will buys be? So you've got a brand new daily profile that is forming. No, you don't see my charts. Okay, that's a bummer. Let's see if we can solve that problem here. So here we go. As we take a look at Froggy, and as we look at Frog, what we can see is a brand new daily profile that's forming. So if you're really looking to get in on this, which I believe Rose is, I would try the 58.93. You could try it anywhere between 58.93, where it's trading right now. I will try to see if there is some kind of short-term signal for you, maybe on a 30-minute time frame. But the support level would have to be 58.93. Now let's just go take a look at any patterns that might be out here. Again, I don't know that we'll see much on the daily, but let's take we don't really, just not enough data for my tools and system. Well, I take that back. There's enough data to say that there was a TD9 count bottom that formed 2 days ago. So you've got another reason to consider taking that trade. Let's go look at the short-term 15-minute time frame chart. Now, 50-minute time frame chart says be patient. Don't get into it because it negated the TD9 count pattern. 30-minute chart says, it got resistance at 63.44. It's TD9 breakdown level. You can see it formed a TD9 count bottom out there. So that's suggesting lower price. The 65-minute time frame chart, a TD9 count bottom, suggesting lower price right now. The 2-hour plus 10-minute chart, no signal out here. So I would go with Rose, staying patient, and I would look at the bottom of that daily profile, 58.93. If you see a close below that, go ahead and take a small loss or what have you, and exit that position because that would be suggesting to us that price would be headed lower. So Rose, thanks so much for writing in. Sorry we weren't able to get to that yesterday for you. Hopefully you are listening to it today. Oh, you wanted another one too, which was DD OG out here. So let's go take a look at this. At least one has been trading longer. So you're looking for an entry point here, and it may have been earlier in the week as price was getting down to the 79.81 level. That was the bottom of its bullish structured profile on a weekly time frame. Price is below the bottom of its daily profile. So let's go see if there's any kind of bottoming signals. This is the data dog out here, and nothing like a data dog. So as price was moving lower a few days ago, let's see what it was doing. Formed a nice little hammer candle, but did that complete any kind of a pattern out here? And the answer is no, it didn't. It wasn't an A to B equals CD to the downside pattern. I'd be hard-pressed to put that in here. But price was moving down towards a breakout level, 76.92 to 77.63. Didn't get all the way down there. We can see that Stevie's oscillator and change line has changed colors. That suggests that price and that line will catch up to each other. So we should see price move up towards 93.71 and the oscillator and change line move down towards 93.71. That's the daily time frame. So you're looking for a buy. Wait for that test to help me understand what the market's trying to communicate to you. But price did get back to the bottom of that weekly profile, bullish structured weekly profile out there. On a short-term time frame, what do we have out here? Do we have anything? Stevie doesn't have anything there that's giving us a signal. Nothing really on the 65-minute time frame other than a wave 7-letter G bottom out here. So this, I'm just simply going to suggest a little bit of patience on this one as well, Rose. I hope that helps you out. And follow back up with me. We'll want to see how price and that oscillator and change line deal with each other. And that was for Datadog double D OG out there. Tim writes in, and Tim yesterday wanted to take a look at Eastman Kodak. EMN is the ticker symbol out here. Eastman Kodak traded above the top of its daily, weekly, and monthly profiles. So this looks relatively bullish, but let's go confirm that or see where there's some other key levels of support or resistance out here. So on the daily time frame, Eastman Kodak moving higher, doing it with less relative energy, but we need a bearish reversal candle to confirm that Rhodes momentum indicator signal. We don't have that as we speak. Price may be pulling back to test the 88, 87 area. I don't see, caution is warranted, but that's it, Tim, just caution. That's the daily time frame. The weekly time frame, do we have any kind of topping signals? The answer is we do not. So that's suggesting a move higher. On the monthly time frame, do we have any kind of topping signals? We do not. This is suggesting that price wants to make its way back to the 110-ish type area out there. On the quarterly time frame, what do we have? We don't know because we're not there. Let's get to that. We don't have anything, but it looks bullish and suggests to run up to 100. So, Tim, watch the daily. It just has a caution sign out there, but not until you see a bearish reversal candle will that have any important meaning for you. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back. Dow's down 315, S&P 36, NASDAQ is off 54 points. And Mike in Sarasota wanted to take a look at Federal Express and NVIDIA. So let's begin by taking a look at Federal Express. Trading out right now at 266.31. It is trading above the top of its weekly and above the top of its monthly profiles. And Mike, it's right now consolidating with inside the daily profile. And your specific request was, can I help you make Federal Express go up to 275 by Thanksgiving? Wow. I mean, not putting any pressure on me. Here's the problem. You got sellers sitting at 270.60. And those sellers, they told you that yesterday. They've told you that again today. That's the top of the daily profile. So odds favor it couldn't bust it up. Maybe price is going to try to bust it down. So bust it down would be 258.57 to 261.58. The real key level, I suppose, that you're watching here would be the 256.51 area. And that's the low of the week, or close to the low of the week. That is the center of its bullish or bearish structured weekly profile. Now, price closed above it last week. You're trading above it this week. Typically, when you break above a bearish structured profile, the test to confirm that it's a bullish move pulls all the way back to the center of that box where both buyers and sellers are, and that level has been rejected. What we don't have here, what you'd like to see, is the confirmation coming from the daily time frame, which is a close above the 270.60 area. So that's what you're watching to the upside. To the downside, if this closes below 258.57, it says you've got more downside action between now and Thanksgiving out here the next couple of weeks. Thursday, 2 weeks from today, we're all going to be turkeys. Of course, I'm a turkey 364 days of the year. I'm just not a turkey on Thanksgiving. But if we take a look at Federal Express, it's a daily giving us any real signal. Yeah, you got a TD9 count top. So that's what's in place. Price has basically held the 263.50 area. But you know what we're looking at here, 258.57. Close below that, you're looking at 239. The weekly time frame chart, TD9 count top. We don't have a close below Stevie's green line. That's a 263.87. So it's held that level of support so far, and it's held that center of that bearish structured profile. So you'd really like to see this close above 263.87 right now. That's Stevie's green line on the weekly basis. That would say, okay, but you've got the weekly top out here. It's a tough one. On the monthly time frame, you've also got a TD9 count top from way back in September, but that high has not, it's been taken out intra-session. It hasn't been closed above. So that's a topping signal that is still in play as well. So, Mike, that's what I see when we take a look at Federal Express. If it can close above 270.60, well, then you probably will get the number you're looking for, but not until we see that will that be a potential outcome for you. NVIDIA is one of the others that you wanted to take a look at. NVDA is the ticker symbol. And in the case of NVIDIA, It's trading. It's consolidating with inside its bullish structure daily profile, consolidating with inside its weekly profile, and trading above the top of a brand new monthly profile that is formed this month. So what is it doing? NVIDIA. Let's go take a look at my other chart, see if there's any kind of topping signal. Otherwise, we may just have a good old-fashioned consolidation. On the daily time frame, no top per se out here, just really a sideways consolidation. 480.56, really a key level of support out here, Mike. On a weekly time frame, what do we have? We've got the potential on a weekly basis for a Rhodes momentum indicator top, but right now we don't have the bearish reversal candle. It all depends upon the close come tomorrow. On a monthly time frame, we do have a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator topping signal, and that says that NVIDIA would have to close above 589.07 to suggest that that pattern has failed out here. So to summarize, what do we have for NVIDIA? It really boils down right now just simply to a consolidation pattern. And that consolidation pattern, as we speak right now, is running in between 501 and 587, and you're trading at 540 right now. You're really right inside the middle of that consolidation pattern. So, Mike, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Sorry that we weren't able to get to that yesterday. That is all of the questions that I have by email. I don't see anything inside the Tiger's Den. If there was something that you tigers or tigresses wanted me to take a look at, just go ahead and type that in and let me know. New York Stock Exchange. So we are in a situation where it needed to work out an overbought condition. The advanced decline oscillator had gotten up to the plus 150 level. At this stage, it's trading. It's just pulling back. It's still above its zero threshold level out here, so it's still bullish. The spot volatility index, it's still bullish because price is below its 50-day exponential moving average. That number out there is 28.51, so that would be something to take a look at. Michelle, my bell, wants me to take a look at FCX, Freeport-McMoRan. So if we're going to evaluate Freeport-McMoRan, and we're going to do a good job for Michelle, and we would only do a good job, whether it's Michelle or you, but we'll just say we would only do a good job for Michelle. She's the only one listening right now. Of course, what we would always do is go take a look at the Australian dollar correlation to FCX. Many people don't realize that when you do trade Freeport-McMoRan, you're really trading the Australian dollar. Now, don't believe me. Instead, look at the charts. The top chart here is the Australian dollar. The bottom chart is Freeport-McMoRan. Yeah, so you can see that you want to know both of those. So if we want to know both of those, I don't know if you're asking at what point to add to FCX. Let's go take a look at the actual currency pair as well. So to do that, let's begin by pulling over our currency pairs. And let's go take a look at the Aussie dollar, get a feel for what it's doing, see if there's any kind of patterns out here. So as we populate this chart, we don't have any kind of negative pattern. It looks like price is pulling back here, Michelle, to test Stevie's green line. We can see that it changed color about 4 or 5 days ago. Typically, when that happens, we see price and that catch up to each other. So I wouldn't expect FCX to be doing too much here. Now, if the Australian dollar gets back and it tests 72, you're trading at 0.723 right now, but 0.720. If price tests and rejects that, that could be a signal of an entry point into Freeport-McMoRan. But we want to pull up the Freeport-McMoRan charts out here and see what they say. So we kind of got to gauge both of these at the same time as to what they're doing because of that direct correlation out here. And you're really trading the actual currency pair. So let's pull over. Let's go take a look at FCX. Let's get back to my 3 time frame charts out here. And let's go see where the profiles are for the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. FCX, we'll see that the daily profiles, price is trading above the top, which is 1846, above the top of the weekly, and above the top of the monthly. So all of that bodes well that price wants to move higher. However, what we don't know is as price was moving higher, were there any kind of Rhodes, momentum, signals, confirmations, TD9 counts? And the answer is there was not. There was wave number 7, though. You've got letter G out there, up at the high, price pulling back. But yesterday, price tested Stevie's green line. So the answer to your question, I would watch the Australian dollar. If you're asking me where's that entry point, really it's at about 1936. That's the oscillator unchanged line. For Freeport, McMoran, just make sure you get the Australian dollar correct too, and you'll be doing just fine. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 319, S&P 35. We had a request out here from Mike S. Mike wants to take a look at Moderna. mRNA is the ticker symbol. I believe they'll be announcing some type of results from one of their trials here over the course of the next week or so. Right now, price, Mike, is trading above the top of the daily and weekly profiles. There is no monthly profile level out here. So everything looks pretty bullish, but let's go confirm that. Take a look at Stevie's other charts out here. And let's begin by taking a look at the daily time frame. So as we populate this chart, what does this tell us? This tells us today's going to be day number 6 of a TD9 count. Price probably headed back to its highs out there. If it's going to identify a top using the TD9 count pattern, that would take place over the course of the next 4 days out there, and knowing that the top would typically form on days 8, 9, or the bar following 9. But right now it looks like it wants to move higher. That's coming from the daily time frame. The weekly time frame chart is giving us that same signal, so suggesting a move back to its highs out there, Mike. So you just put down Myrna, thanks. So I don't know what else you were looking for, but at this stage here, it looks like it wants to continue to move higher. So, folks, what we want to do here, watch the, let's go take a look at the Dow Equity Future Contract, see what it's doing. Let me get back to that. Where was that set of charts? I believe it was right here. We're looking at the 120-minute time frame. Yep, and support is holding right now. So this bar, let me confirm, I think this bar closes here at 2 p.m. Let me just make sure. It does, at 2 o'clock. And you can see that price is holding. You see the body of the candle is truly the essence of price. The wicks, the upper and lower shadows, those are nothing more than the extreme emotion, which Stevie likes to call the screaming memes out there that take place during that candle session. And as long as 29010 holds, and even if it closes at 29003, that's close enough for my work out there. Right now, the Dow Equity Future Contract is still held its key level of support. Folks, have a terrific Thursday. Join me tonight. The Ninja Trader Workshop begins at 4:15. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Join me at 8, from 8 to 8:30 for the live show. Take care.